Hi, what's up? We're back with another video tip of the week. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, enjoyed your holiday. I am back from Mexico, refreshed and dove back in, and I am feeling awesome. I had so many massive breakthroughs during the trip, and I really feel like a new human. So I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot of that wisdom and like the insights and the new breakthroughs and the things that are working for me, especially as I get back into my day-to-day life and start to implement some of that. So one that I want to bring you today is all about having a morning routine and why it's so important. And I actually wrote a whole blog post on this, so I'm going to link that here in the email as well, because it'll give you all the different steps that I go through in my extended morning routine. So, extended morning routine, this is if I have a very full morning or very open morning and I've scheduled my day to not really start until a little bit later, like late morning, early afternoon, and I have all the time in the world to do all these steps. It's important to note that if you don't have all that time, which I know I don't a lot of days, it's okay to make your morning routine a lot shorter, even if it's like 5 minutes or like 3 minutes. The important part is that you're doing something before your day starts to actually set an intention for the day and to go within before you start to just respond to everything that comes up in the day. So intentional living versus living on autopilot or living by default is how I say it. And when we're intentional about how we're showing up and how we're behaving throughout the day, what we're bringing to the day, what we want to give, what we want the day to look like or feel like, when we're really intentional about that, then life starts to happen for us, not to us, as Tony Robbins would say. And you guys, this makes all the difference. It has made a huge massive impact in my life, and so many of my clients feel the same. Like when they start to implement the morning routine, it's just big shift. So like I said, it doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be overwhelming. You don't need to do what anybody else is doing for their morning routine. The point is you do something that feels really good and you set an intention and you kind of just go within and get centered before you start to respond to anything else, which includes, the loved ones we might live with, the notifications on our phone, all of those things, instead of just waking up. And I know for me, the temptation is so strong to wake up and dive into my email box. And then I dive onto social media and I'm getting back to my text messages and everything. And then before I know it, I feel like a little off or I feel frazzled because I didn't take that time to kind of center myself and set myself up for the day, what I wanted to feel like through the day. So again, it's really being intentional about how we're living. And when you do this, you might be like, well, the last thing I have is time to carve out of my day. If you feel really busy and overwhelmed in your schedule, this will actually work for you, like in a big way, because I find when I do this and I really set up my day intentionally, then time just opens up for me. Everything feels easier because throughout the day, I'm very aware of what's going on. I'm more focused, I'm more productive. I respond better to any stresses that come up because I took that time to, again, step back, really get centered, really get into a good energetic space, those positive vibes to take with me no matter what happens through the day. So like I said, it doesn't need to be an hour or two. You don't need to do a meditation on a pillow. If meditation's not your thing at all, you could simply, before your feet hit the floor, put your hands over your heart and think of 5 things you're grateful for, or write out 3 things you're grateful for that day, or what you want to bring to that day, what you want the day to feel like. Imagine going through the day and your different things that you have, whether you're looking forward to them or whether you're kind of dreading them. Think about best case scenario. How would you like that to unfold? Just picture your whole day and how you're going to show up. And you guys, I can't even tell you how amazing this is. So like I said, I have a much more detailed process of my morning routine, even including the things that I do for health and extra fat loss purposes, like my bulletproof coffee. I'm currently on the tail end of my morning routine right now, but I even explain some of like the health and fitnessy kind of stuff that I do for my extended morning routine. It talks a little bit about meditation, journaling, the different things you can do there to really set the tone. Again, the important part is no matter what works for you, Just do something, even if it's just a quick little practice, like I said, before you even sit up in the morning, and be really intentional about how you want your day to start. So, one little upgrade I recently gave my morning routine, recently as in like this week when I got back from the trip, I was listening to a podcast, The Lively Show, and she actually gave this tip, and I was like, oh, game changer. Because again, like I said, the temptation is very strong for me to get back to all those notifications once I see them. So she suggested sleeping in airplane mode, which I had tried before too, but I hadn't turned the Wi-Fi off, so I was still getting notifications. So now I'm sleeping with my phone like completely disconnected, and making sure that I carve out that time for myself, even if it means I'm getting up earlier. Right now, I'm carving out that time for myself to do the things that I know make me feel so good throughout the day. And it's just incredible how much it changes everything that follows in the day. So I know not everyone can do this, not everyone can sleep with their phone shut off, but if you can, if you don't have anyone like depending on you, and you can shut it off, or they can maybe call someone else or call, reach you a different way. If you have the option of doing this, I would highly, highly suggest it, that you start that morning routine before responding to anything else. It really, really is a huge game changer. Like I said, then we get to live on our terms and really see life unfold the way we want it, instead of just constantly responding to all the distractions and all the things that come up throughout the day. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do want to start a morning routine or want to learn a little bit more, either on the fitness, health, fat loss side, or the mental mindset, productivity side, I highly recommend checking out my blog for more details on the things that I do. Again, don't overcomplicate it. Just start somewhere, even if it's just a minute or two before you actually get up and start your day. Start it with intention, and you will be amazed how different everything feels. So, if you are currently doing a morning routine, I'd love to hear more about it. Let me know what you do, what works for you, what doesn't. And if you haven't started a morning routine and you decide to start today or tomorrow when you wake up, which I hope you do, I would love to hear what unfolds for you and how different it feels. So keep me posted, and until next time, have an awesome day.